Okay. So hi everyone who is new and has seen our webinars before. Thank you so much for joining in with us today. This is our fourth in the series of the self-advocacy webinar that we host, and we've been doing it since last year. And all the webinar series that we have hosted have given us really good response, and a lot of parents and young adults come back to us later saying that they can really relate and they can find a lot of insights to it, which is why we keep coming back with another series of it. um, a little bit of introduction about the flow of how the thing is going to look like for you so that you can also be well prepared. Generally, we don't speak much because it's a self-advocacy session. So our self-advocates are the ones who introduce themselves. They'll speak about themselves, and therefore then there's a video session, and then there'll be question answer session post that. So if you have any questions or if you have any comments about anything that you want to say to them, you can raise in that question answer session, and that's going to be the flow of the session. So just before we start, a little bit about the collaboration. So this collaboration is between Insight and YCT as Charitable Trust. Suha will also introduce and speak a little about YCT and the work that they do. But it's been a good collaboration for us as of now, and it's been great to have this session. Thank you, Suha, for collaborating with us. Yeah,
Thank you for this opportunity.
You can introduce YCT.
Sure. All right. Good evening, everybody. So good to see all of you all. I'm Suhasini, Suha for short. I'll be talking about YCT, and the self-advocates will be presenting their presentations through PPT. So I would like to first see if I can share the presentation.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm also sharing sound.
What you have to do a presentation?
Yeah, got it. Is it visible for everybody?
It's
okay. I'm also going to make it full screen.
When it comes to but then I can't understand.
Yeah. Okay. Welcome to the fourth self-advocacy session in collaboration with the Insight Bengaluru. It's been such a lovely collaboration with them. We had our chat. In the night, I suddenly messaged Nikita, and she's graceful enough to answer back, or she answers in the middle of her work. So thank you for that. Fourth leg of the self-advocacy session by YCT. A little bit about YCT. To the old participants or the ones who are new, just in short, I'll speak about YCT. YCT was established in the year 2014 with the sole aim and vision of working with persons with intellectual and developmental disabilities, also called IDD. And our main purpose is to provide them with a life of dignity and live with a life of self-respect. And because not many, and also we work with adults, that is 18 plus. What we have observed over here is children, say around the tender age of 6 years, they often get that intervention with schools, with parents. Nowadays parents find out about their child, what's going on, and the school actively gives a report of what's happening. But it's the adult 18 plus where we come in, because after 18 plus, they really don't know what to do, where to go. And they face, when they have disability, which can be invisible, they really don't know what to do and go. And that's where YCT comes in, wherein we provide them with our verticals of program, which helps them give a purpose in life, and our aim is to empower them in their life where they can lead their life independently and work independently. So that's a little bit about YCT. Um, I haven't in Nikita, I haven't included the previous slide of the two verticals that we have because just for the shortage of time.
That's fine.
But we do have how approaches, so that includes what we do. So as it's explained over here, YCT, Yash Charitable Trust or YCT, we we work on the strength of the individual and not what the person cannot do. So, I mean, with all due respect to the parents and all the educationists who may be over here, we keep saying कि अरे ये नहीं कर सकती है या वो नहीं कर सकता है, but we instead try to see what the person can do and we build on that strength. So the more we focus on that strength, the more we are amplifying that strength. So we focus what the person can do. We always value what the person makes when they make their choices, make their own decisions, because a simple decision of whether I want to have tea or coffee is something which the individual we want the individual to understand and make it on their own. So we value that choice. We help them make their choice. We give them our strategies to help them make their choice. We are person-centered, as I already spoken the first point. We focus on the person's strength. Along, if the individual needs help from their surroundings, we do take in that, but our work is always focused on the person, on what the person can do, and strengthen that in the person. And lastly, we encourage self-advocacy. Self-advocacy is what we are in this session doing, that what we are doing right now. We want our team members to speak up about themselves in the public, whether when they go by the bus or when they go by train, voice have their voice. So many times, uh, our our individuals never really speak up, or others speak for them, thinking कि अरे ये तो बात नहीं कर सकता, so let me talk for them. But we don't want that. We want them to talk for themselves, make that choice, and that's what YCT does. So yeah, so I think that's about it. If you want to know more about YCT, you can get in touch with me. I'm more than happy to share about what YCT does. I think I'll move on to the self-advocacy part. So self-advocacy, as it says, just a little bit about what is self-advocacy. It's a narrative of the lived experiences of our differently able team members, our adults. It's a journey of their dreams, their trials, tribulations, their triumphs, and basically voicing their rights, as I already mentioned. And we want these stories we hope that these stories leave you spellbound and make them feel empowered. So yeah, that's the whole purpose of this. All right. Without further ado, I move on to the first self-advocacy speaker. Oh, are you ready? I hope everyone's ready. This are you ready? Line was always told by Pratibha, who's one of our team members. So I'll say, are you ready? So yeah, this was inspired from her. So are you ready, all of you all? I hope you are. I will move on to the first speaker of our session. Prisha, I hope you're ready. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Preeta. A little bit about me. My birthday is on 24th September. I live in Matunga. I go to the gym for exercise as it makes me fit. I can live alone and I can do work on my own. I can take care of myself. I cook everything like vegetables, sandwiches and fried rice. My hobbies are listening to music and watching movies. I have a sharp memory. My childhood. In my childhood, I go to garden to play, slide and swing. I like talking with my parents and play Ludo with my sister. I was very happy in my childhood. There are three members in my family: mother, daddy, and sister. My mom is a homemaker. I talk to my mom everything. I like spending time with her. She cares for me. Papa cares and love me. Papa fulfill my wishes. He is a builder. I go out with my family, watch movies with them, and have dinner together. I also go for a vacation with them. They help me and give me everything what I want. My school. In Thane, I was in Thane Guruji School and then in Mona Remedial School, Dadar. My dad used to drop me in school and my mom picked me up. I used to study in school. I never did masti and my teachers were very happy with me. My friend. I like to play with my friend. Their name are Kitty, Manvi, and Rutvida. I like talking to my friend. They help me in my studies. Some of my favorite things, like I like vada pav, pizza, chocolate cake. My favorite is Tarukan, and my favorite movie is Happy New Year, and my favorite song is India Wale. Some of my no things. I don't like dog. I don't like cat. I don't like rat. And I don't like when someone shouts at me. I am more than my disability. I have incredible disability. I am a slow learner. My life as a trainee. I am a training at Urban Bakery training at DT. I do my morning routine of wiping the table and writing the date and time on the board. I, part- I participate in circle time where I talk about what happened yesterday. I do recipe reading. I have my tea and snack and make the recipe for to work. I wash the utensils with soap and water and clean the workstation. I wipe the utensils and arrange them in their places. My plan for future is I want to open Prita Bakery shop.
This is a small video of Prisha's skill, which is very beautifully captured over here. So I'm just playing this. Yeah, it's a short video, but yeah. The other videos, it's bigger. Yeah.
so talkative.
All right. Yep.
Thank you for listening. Any content, please feel free to ask anything that is on your mind. Any comment, I love comment, so I am all ears.
Yep. Thank you. I'm stopping the sharing.
Yeah. Suha, you're.
Oh yeah, yeah. So that was our first. She's our first self advocate. A fact. I mean, one something more to share. She's a new self advocate for this year, and this is her first. This is her second time, and I think she's shown so much confidence while talking. She talks really well in a circle time. She's amazing when she does her skill, when she does the baking in the baking section. So yeah, this is her first time and a second time, and I think she's really aced it. Any questions for our self advocate for Prisha?
Deepa, are you saying something? Not audible. Deepa, you're not audible. Okay. By the time Deepa comes back, are there anybody else who has any comments or anything to say to Prisha? Prisha, which other Shah Rukh Khan movies do you like?
The fairy में तेजल.
Suha, you're on mute.
Which movie, Prisha?
The fairy में तेजल.
Sari
Oh,
Mein Sejal.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Ma'am, I also have one question.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Why she run like animals? She
So,
was saying she run like
yeah,
animals.
dude
Cats and
asked,
dogs.
why don't
Cats
you
and
like
dogs.
animals?
Did you get that question, Prisha?
Yes.
Yeah,
Because I care of them.
But I've heard that cats and dogs are very friendly. Many people keep cats and dogs as pets.
Yeah, but she gets scared. No? She gets
Do you
scared.
get scared of cats and dogs?
Yeah, she gets scared.
So, Prisha, Babita says in the comments that lots of love, Prisha. You are amazing.
Thank you.
anyone else
I
has
think
any?
Deepa had something. Deepa, were you trying to say something? You can maybe try now, or you can leave a comment if you're not able to unmute.
Uh,
Anyone? Any comment? Any questions for Tisha? She's a young self advocate, and I think some encouragement would help a lot.
Srimai says lots of love, Prisha. All the best for your future goals.
all the best for your future, Nisha.
Thank you.
Till which standard you have studied up till, Nisha?
I completed my 10th standard.
10th. Wow,
Great.
that's very nice. And which is your favorite hobby in sports?
No, so, hobby, don't say sports.
What's your favorite hobby?
Watching TV.
Watching TV.
Watching TV. Eyes doesn't pain watching TV.
I go to gym.
Oh, yeah, she goes to the gym.
Acha, gym. Okay, while doing gym, you watch TV.
No, before that.
Acha. Okay, when you have free time. In your free
Yes,
time.
yes.
Okay.
Also, a point to add, many of our team members are very much fitness conscious. So they go for yoga. Some is a proper gym member. He works in ITC. No, not ITC. He works in a Lalit group right now. One of our team members, but he visits the gym regularly to keep himself fit. One of our team members in the bakery, she does yoga every Sunday. Or not every Sunday,
Oh,
every day. So she
wow.
ensures that they keep
I
themselves
make
fit.
every Saturday.
Yeah. So she has
Okay.
her own fitness routine. So I think that is something very important for our team members that they keep themselves
Ma'am,
fit. Yes.
Okay.
I make every Saturday.
Yeah, that's great. So at least once in a week you're going, na? So that's excellent. That's
Like
excellent.
doing meditation is very good for our body,
I
for
make
our
regular
mind.
coffee muffin.
Meditation is very good for our mind, actually.
Dial in if you don't mind. You'll be coming tomorrow, so we can talk more about that. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So I'll just read out the comments which are there. So Prisha Rishabh says, best of luck, Prisha.
Best of
Uh,
luck, Nisha.
Thank you.
Deepa says, amazing journey, Prisha. All the very best for your future endeavors. I like your confidence. You have presented it so well, and thanks for reading it out for all of us.
Thank you.
I think Deepa wanted to unmute and say it to you, but she was not able to. But Prisha, you presented really well. It's really hard to have, a gym routine and everything, and it's amazing that you are managing everything so well. That's really great.
Thank you, ma'am.
Does anybody else have any comments or questions for Prisha? Suha, will move on to the next speaker.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, thank you so much,
Yeah.
Prisha.
Thanks, Prisha.
Thank you.
Thank you. You can stay if you want or you can leave. It's your choice. Okay. I will share my screen. All right. I'm moving on to the next speaker. Uh, Sorry. Okay, the next chapter of our journey. Dylan, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Yeah.
I can start?
Yeah. Can you unmute? Can you put the video on?
Yeah, my video is on only. Ah. Ma'am,
Yeah. Hi.
hi.
Yeah.
My name is Dylan Rodriguez. I stay at car 50A SV Road, Old Car. And we are three members in our family. My dad, my mom, and myself. My dad's name, Jude Rodriguez. My mom's name, Susan Rodriguez. I studied up till 8th standard at St. Teresa's High School, Bandra. And at the 8th standard, I got TB, brain TB, and because of that, I was not able to focus and concentrate on my studies. I could not see properly. And like in till 8th standard, I was like very good at studies. And I used to play for my school team football matches. And I was very good at sports, and I was very good at studies also. And in my sports, I won a few medals. And and in my school studies also, I was like I should get some certain certificates. And I won a few medals for my school football matches also. Then my favorite hobby was cycling and stunt cycle. I I've I've done lots of stunts, and I used to like enjoy going cycling, and I used to enjoy going for a walk in the evening with my dad, and I used to play with my friends and all. And I I used to like doing the drawings and all. And I was very fond of like sports car drawings and all. And I had a dog and a cat. A dog that dog is actually very friendly. Dog it was, so used to go with everyone. Whoever used to pass the gate used to bark at the dog. The dog no used to bark at the dog. The dog used to bark at them actually. And the people used to get scared. And then like once when I left the dog for a walk, then somebody robbed the dog actually and picked him up and went away. And I had a small cat also, and just like once it just went away like out, and it didn't come back only. And now at home, I pass my time by playing indoor games like carom or cards, or sometimes I like playing words game with my parents. And I like helping my mama in the kitchen by cutting the vegetable, washing the utensils, and keeping the all the things ready early in the mornings. And sometimes the folds are less drying and all. When my mom and dad are busy, I quietly fold the clothes and keep it ready. And I sometimes sweep the gardens also. And I like to sweep the garden and keep it clean. And in the evening, I go out with my dad for stroll. And present, I'm working for yeah, Yash Charitable Trust as a housekeeping department. I like my job, and and I have many friends. My job, I have to do the mopping of the floor and cleaning the table. And I'm very happy with that job. And at home, I like to help my mama to do the cooking. So in future, I can work in a hotel. Thank you.
There's a small video of Dylan having fun. So I'm playing that video for you all. You can spot Dylan there.
See, every
Actually,
Sunday morning.
Dylan has something to say
Mm.
about it. Yeah.
See, every Sunday morning.
Every Sunday morning I go for his classes. They have dances and they have sporty activities. So they teach us 1 hour of dancing. They teach us the dance in Hindi music. And sometimes like when we dance on our own also, like sir calls one by one and we dance on our own also. And sometimes we have good sporty activities. Any questions?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's the slide of Dylan. Oh, yeah. You want to share the last slide, Dylan? Thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you for listening.
Any questions, any comments?
So Deepa has written in the comments, wow, Jude, you are awesome. You do help your parents in so many work like gardening, cooking, folding clothes. Super. Great going, and you have a beautiful smiling face that keep everyone going. All the very best for your hospitality work at YCT.
Thank you, ma'am.
Did anybody want to say something?
I think there's one more comment from
Yeah,
Shreem.
Srimai. So Srimai says, amazing Jude, very beautiful smile. Please keep going and all the best.
Yeah, thank you.
So a little bit about Dylan. He has come a long way, and he shows a lot of promise. He's very courteous, very polite. I mean, such politeness I've never seen in anybody outside. The way he talks, he just engages people in conversation, and that's a very big strength. And he's very good in conversing with others. In his work, he's very meticulous, and we've seen a lot of progress in him. Um, he doesn't shy away from doing hard work. So, and he just does what is being given to him, and he does it very well. So, yeah, that's a big plus.
Thank you, ma'am.
That's really great to know. Thanks, Suha, for sharing that about him.
Yeah.
There's one more comment. Aditya says, glad to hear from you, Jude. It was really inspiring to know all wonderful skills you have and how you use these skills to help people around you. Deepa has mentioned, we are lucky to meet you at this session. Also, sometimes the cat lose their way and they don't return back home, Jude. You should never shy away, Jude. Keep up your good work. And Babita says, so much confidence and enthusiasm, Dylan. All the best for you and lots
Thank
of love.
you. Yeah,
And
thank you, ma'am.
I think some people confused your name because you've joined
Yeah.
with a different name. But yeah, all those comments are for you.
Jude is his dad.
Yeah, he's just joined from that. No
Yeah.
issues. But
Yeah. Yeah.
Christine has said, amazing, Dylan. What are some things that make you the happiest?
Yeah, is
The love of my dad.
the love of my dad and my mom. The love of my dad and my mom is that's achieved.
She says, wow, for that. Thank you for sharing that. Rishabh says, it seems Dylan has come a very long way. Best wishes for the future. It's amazing to know you are developing skills as well as supportive to your parents in various tasks.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
And yeah, Christine says, thank you for sharing, Dylan.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Deepa has said another thing for you, that I feel good to hear that you never shy away from doing any work.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Are there any other questions or comments for Dylan? Christine asks that what would you like to tell the world as your message?
Be kind to everyone.
Oh, that's a really nice.
Wow. Nice. That's lovely.
There's Rishabh says your smiling face is infectious in a very good way.
These are such, I mean, this is
Thank
really,
you.
this is so good. So good.
And Srimai says that very inspiring. And Deepa
Thank
is
you.
liking that you're spontaneously replying from your heart, and that you're replying so fast.
Okay, thank you. Uh,
Okay.
Okay.
Super. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you, everyone, for listening.
yes,
Thank you
ma'am.
so much,
Yeah.
Dylan. It was
Thank
really
you.
inspiring to hear you.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
It was lovely listening to you. You can stay around if you want to. The last speaker is me, so I'll be the last speaker. I'm very excited to share about my journey. Sure, I share the PPT. I shared the PPT.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right. So the next chapter is mine. I will. I'll make it full screen. Just a minute.
Ma'am, is this like a yoga or something?
What?
We don't talk.
Is this like yoga or something?
What yoga?
In this picture it is shown?
No. Is it? No. It's the next chapter.
Okay.
I have to just go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Uh, hello everybody. Hi. My
Hi.
name is Suhasini. I like to be called Suha because it's short and it's sweet. It adds a personal touch. I mean, I find it short. The shorter version is better, but it also adds a very personal touch for me. Suhasini, I find it very formal, so I rather prefer Suha. Um, and I insist people call me Suha. Before I start my journey, just a short video about my childhood. And there are two videos in consecutively. So a short video about my childhood, where I was a small girl, and the next is where I was like all grown.
Oh.
And I'm sorry for the bad reception of the video. It's very old, so yeah.
That's fine. So.
That was the first. The next is, yeah.
जो दिल से लगे उसे कह दो हाय 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 जो दिल ना लगे उसे कह दो बाय 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 आने दो दिल में आ जाने दो कह दो मुस्कुराहट को हाय 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 जाने दो दिल से चले जाने दो कह दो घबराहट को बाय 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 बाय
लव यू जिंदगी लव यू जिंदगी लव यू जिंदगी लव मी जिंदगी
Yeah. So yeah, I am a psychologist by profession, but now I am, yeah, a little bit about me. Those are the two videos. A little bit about me. A little bit. So am, I'm a psychologist by profession. I live, I'm from Mumbai. I was technically born, I was born in Chennai, but I grew up in Jammu, all my, like, almost like 4 years of my life. And I moved to Mumbai. And since then I've been here. Um, I, I love, I, I've been, people know me as a very quiet girl, very shy. I never talk much. Even in school, uh, the report card always says she's very shy. She should learn to socialize. Never talk to people, but very sincere and hardworking, but never talking to people. That was there was always a comment there in my report card. But I mingle in my own capacity. I may not be very outgoing, but I mingle in my own capacity. I observe a lot of things, even the minutest things. I like to observe that. Um, Otherwise, I've been known to be very quiet. Now I'm not because I talk a lot thanks to my profession. Uh, after I till 10th standard, I was very quiet. Then from 11th, people like, hey, to coach till that stage. So yeah, that's how my journey has been till now. Yeah, it's always been a roller coaster. So I'm glad. I mean, I'm glad for all those moments that I've had growing up. Um, yeah, actually, when it comes to sharing about me, I really don't know where to start. So I think I'll share more about it in the upcoming slide. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. I'm professionally a psychologist, but I've been there in the mental health field for the last 15 years. Um, I didn't really, even though I've done my master's in clinical psychology, I never really favored the tests. So I leaned more towards counseling, therapy. So I was there. I worked in different NGOs where I worked as a counselor, slash psychologist. I did testing, basic the projective tech tests, semi-projective tests, and all those things I did. But then it didn't really satisfy me. So like my work I really thought I gelled well with the a youngster, school kids, the young adults. So I lean more towards counseling. Uh, because I lean more towards counseling, I pursued my PG diploma in counseling psychology from St. Xavier, and post that I also did my diploma in narrative practices, and I think that really helped. And that is where the whole diagnosis thing happened, which I'll share a little bit later. So yeah, when I was doing my narrative practices, I've read about autism in my clinical psychology, but that was from a very clinical perspective. When I did narrative practices, it was more from a very explorative perspective, wherein they didn't really see it from a clinical lens, more about what the person is doing, what's the person's journey. There was a module on autism, and this person who was on the spectrum, they came in, and yeah, and they shared about some traits of autism, and I was like, oh my god, this is my childhood, this is my whole childhood being spoken over there. And I immediately contacted the moderators of the module, and they gave me 4 online tests, like proper tests, official tests, and I scored high in all of them, which I've never done ever in my life. School mein to kabhi nahi. So for the first time, I scored high in something, and I was unofficially diagnosed as a person on the spectrum. And coincidentally, at that time, I had a former colleague who suggested, why don't you get a formal diagnosis done? And that's when I approached Action for Autism, and Dr. Nidhi Singhal was the one who assessed me. It was a month-long assessment. She spoke to my parents, she spoke to my colleagues, she spoke with me extensively. And on 8th August 2022, I got a call from her saying, Ki, Suhasini, you're on the spectrum. And I was so happy, because it was a big, it was something which I was like, I knew something was different, but I didn't know what, because the the peculiarities, I always felt out of place wherever I went. I always had this other feeling. If even if others didn't do it consciously or unconsciously, I always felt like others. So that really helped. That diagnosis helped. But then after that, what? So thanks to YCT, where I'm working currently, um, I'm getting I'm getting guidance, I'm getting the insight counseling required. So, so yeah, that was, uh, so that, so it, so that became a part, I didn't know that it was a part of me but now I know. So I'm very happy that at least I know. Okay, moving on. This is my family. I love my family. This is my entire support system over here. My mom, dad, my sister. Um, I wouldn't really know where I would be without them, because they have been there. They are my pillars since childhood. Um, always been there. My mom, my dad. My mom is like so like even now she'll be like, I'm like 36 years old, but I still have, are you taking this? Are you taking that? Are you feeling all right? She'll know she really cares. And even my dad, like he shows care in his own way. And I suspect that since autism is hereditary, I think I got it from my dad, because I see a lot of me in him. So yeah. And my sister is always there, like she's super solid support. She's younger than me. She's younger by 3 years, but yeah, she's there. She's really rock solid over there. This is my childhood, a little bit, about some nuances where I was obsessed with the fan spinning. I really love how the fan used to spin, and I used to spin like the fan. I used to go round and round and round. I used to imitate the fan spinning round, and also used to go round and round. So in my old house, we had this floor tiles which were like mosaic tiles, and I love spinning, going round and round and round. And when I stop, I see how the tiles are like going up and down, because I really love that. I love those small things. And I also love being alone and doing things. I used to love feeling in peace, and that's the picture of me just minding my own business and putting the peas in a katori. I loved arranging things. I used to love small things. At least what my mother told me. Uh, so yeah, I that's how. And also this is all in Jammu. I love my time over there. Yeah, this is so this picture over here, which is under the table, it really etched in my memory. I love sitting under the table. I don't know why, but I felt really safe over there. Um, really love sitting there. Also love sitting in the bucket. I love sitting there. Um, so my new journey started after my diagnosis, and that's where the whole um, maybe what was there in the background came in the foreground. And I recollect now that how it affected my socialization, communication, and personal life. Uh, I always felt out of place when I was in a group. I tried very hard to be included in a group, any group for that matter. But I always kind of hit the mark, or I didn't hit the mark, but I always felt uh, left out, even though they try very hard to include me. I still felt a little isolated. Um, Same in college was all right. The workplace was also all right, but this was the general thing which happened. I could never sustain in a group. I cannot be in a group. I don't know why, but I can take group sessions. So that's a different thing. That's something peculiar. The picture on the left hand top, that my mom said that my they didn't really they were just there, and my mom called them for a picture, and that's how this became a group picture. So otherwise, I loved hanging out alone. Otherwise, communication was also very challenging. I'm just sharing in short, wherein I find very hard. Actually, I've written it down in a small note. Um, like sometimes it's difficult. Communication, I take things literally. Like I cannot have read between the lines, and I find it extremely difficult when I take it when when what people say, I take it literally. And what really helps me is in simplifying what is being told, and in some clarification questions, of course. There's a lot of communication gap. Those are challenges I face. Sometimes people don't understand my joke, or I don't understand their joke, and the nuance, I find it really challenging to understand certain nuances of the silence, some neurotypical communication that very easily. I just cannot understand certain communication. Uh, what do you say? Communication things that neurotypicals do. So it gets very difficult for me. Hey, why does my picture have lines? Dylan, can you remove that line?
Yes, sir. Yeah. I'll just erase that.
Yeah. It's not so bad.
I think he only has to erase it.
Yeah. Dylan, can you please erase that line, please? Anyway, so yeah, I find it that there's sort of communication gap. What are my strengths? Although in communication is I have a very good command on English language. I love learning new languages. Uh, I have some of the languages that I have learned is Spanish. I can read Gujarati. I can talk a little bit of Bengali. Marathi pan I know. Kannada very little bit. A little bit of German, not very great. But I love also had this not fascination. I love learning sign language. So I actually, but that's ELS. I want to learn the ILS. So I want to actually learn the ILS also. That's one of my goals. So yeah, and some challenges in my personal life. Uh, it's very difficult to uh find someone to find. I've been on dating apps, which is a disaster. I'm sharing very candidly over here. It's very short, but I'm just sharing candidly just so that others can also understand maybe. It's very hard for persons on the spectrum, and or anybody, or persons who are particularly okay, persons who are on the spectrum over here, who for them to understand these nuances of neurotypical communication, as I said. And I call myself the one date wonder, because it never goes beyond one date. So um, it's okay. I mean, it's always experience something new. But the picture on the right is me with a cat. I love cat. I love cat. So I'm my go if I don't find anything, if I don't find anyone, I would very happily open an animal hospital, which I plan to do that, and I'll be a cat lady in the future. That's one of my goals. Not goals, if nothing pursues, but yeah, I'm happy for all the friendship that been coming in my life. Anyway, moving on. Okay, it's not been erased. Uh, is it possible to erase, sir? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Moving on. I love animals. I really connected with animals, be it birds, cats, dogs, even a donkey. When I went on a trek, I actually connected a lot of animals over there. Um, I don't know. There's some bond, some underlying bond with animals which I've felt a lot. Connected with them. Um, yeah. So some of my glimmers and coping mechanisms I'll share in short. So I love music, rock music especially. One of my most favorite bands is PRMC. Black Rebel Motorcycle Club. I also love tattoos, but it actually drills a big hole with money. So, but I love tattoos. I mean, I find tattoos fascinating. And once I started doing it, I just couldn't stop doing it, going for it. So yeah, also love Beatles. Beatles has been one of my favorite institution of music. I love them. So music has been a great coping mechanism for me. It has really helped me tide through a lot of things, be it uh, through losses, through happiness, everything. Um, I love drawing. I still draw, but I don't draw much. So this has also been one of my glimmers where I draw. This was all freehand, without any pencil. I save these drawings. It is there with me. So yeah, I love drawing. This is also a coping mechanism for me. I love painting. I still paint. So yeah, this was one of them. I oh I in my childhood I used to love writing stories, and apart from writing stories, I also started writing poems. So this was my first poem which I posted on Facebook, and this was part of this is a song by this is a song called Jinsok Boy, uh, which was really good. I really loved the tune. I loved the lyrics, and I kind of got inspired by that. And so this was a poem based on the song. Um, and then I started writing more poems. And this is an excerpt from a poem that I wrote on autism and friendship. And so yeah, I would just like to read this poem. My friendship have a pattern like the crashing waves. Some choose to leave, while some choose to stay. When they leave something in their wake, a bundle of memories, bitter and sweet, a reminiscence, an essence of moments and its prison, egg tipped with suicide. Okay. What? Yeah. So that was that. And this was something that I wrote when I went to ICC conference. Autism spectrum, like a guitar plectrum, generates music for me. My lived experiences are like different musical genres. Some sound loud, some sound soft, some are booms and thuds, while some are dewdrops. There's operatic with the highs and lows, a little dramatic, erratic, symphonically chaotic. Yeah. Okay, a little bit of more glimmer. So I was a speaker at ICCE conference Mysore in 2024, and that's where I met Dr. Nithi Singhal. I also met Dr. Stephen Shore and Bill. Stephen Shore is the famous, who's also on the spectrum, who set the who set the lines. One person on spectrum. If you say one person with autism, you only say one person with autism. So that's Dr. Stephen Shore. I was fortunate enough to meet him. Um, yeah, and some of the achievements which I'm very proud of. I was I won this twice. One was last year and one was this year. The leaders of mental health. So I received that award, and I'm very much so these are my two students, former students, where I was a school counselor, and these two are still there. I was a school counselor in 2018, and they're still in touch with me. They always ask me, "How are you doing, ma'am? What's happening?" And they actually met. So Arjit and Delvin, they make random plans and they come and meet me in Bandra all the way. So they are from Airoli, by the way. I was a school counselor in Airoli school, and I'm really grateful that these two are there. Young adults, but I'm very glad that they exist. Um, So yeah, some quotes from Temple Grandin. I'm not different. I'm different, not less. And as I said, if you've met one person with autism, you've met one person with autism. Said by Dr. Stephen Shore. And yeah, when I'm autistic, this is how I feel. Yeah, I just stand out. And I think every person on the spectrum may feel like this or may not feel like this. And yeah. Oh, so I have this. I really love frogs and mushrooms. And there's a mushroom. Actually, there's a mushroom growing in my garden over here, and up in my pot. And out of nowhere it came. And yeah, so I love mushrooms. I love frogs. So yeah, thank you for listening. Any questions? Anything? Thank you.
So Suha, we already have couple of comments. So Rishabh says when you were talking about animals, so he said instinctively being connected to animals and nature is inherently a spectrum trait. He also said that your drawings are really awesome. The friendship poem is really extremely relatable, and that he can see Dr. Shore. Um, Deepa has put a long comment that brilliant Suha, from where to where your journey started, and now you are here at the right place, YCT. Feel good that you enjoy doing counseling and therapy sessions to young adults. Embracing your difference keeps you going. That's great, Suha. I'm glad that you always felt something is missing and you found it. Great childhood pics. Watching the running fan gives great happiness. The fast movement, it's needed. That's fine. Sitting under the table makes you feel focused for yourself without anyone disturbing. Pets are the best friends at any point of time. I wish your goal of opening a pet care comes true. Connecting with animals are the greatest experience because you get back true love from them. Suha, you have a great collection of hobbies. I'm glad that you have experienced the toughest part of your life. It's always okay to see the things that didn't work out for you. And wow, you do write poems. No words, what is less here? No words, what is less here? You are complete, Suha. Anything is possible if you have your family by your side. Suha, loads of love. And thank you for
Thank you.
sharing, she has said.
Thank you. Thank you.
Srimai says that first of all, you spoke very beautifully. I'm so glad that I got to hear your story. Your journey shows a lot of perseverance. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you.
Does anybody have any other comments or questions for Suha? So I also wanted to share from my end because I have also been, communicating with Suha for quite a while now.
Yeah.
I think Suha is very meticulous. Okay, so every time that we do plan up the events, even if I forget following up with her, or if there are details probably which I have forgotten or not followed up with, Suha will consistently follow up with me if we have decided to speak at a particular point of time. Suha does make sure that she speaks to me at that point of time. Like exactly, if we have decided 5, Suha will definitely call me at 5 for sure. And if not, she lets me know about it prior in advance. And also, she's very conscious about her time and how she utilizes it as well. She's also conscious about, whether she's wasting my time or not. So I think she has that really good balance and a very good sense of how time has to be used and where your energy needs to be, spent. So I think that's a really good trait, Suha. Just wanted to say from my end.
Thank you. Thank you.
Um,
Yeah.
okay. Anyone else who has any other comments or questions? Okay. So Deepa says, if you still have time in your schedule, do connect with our young adults online. My son is 17 years old and he loves making new friends. Yeah.
Sure. I think Okay. So, so we actually in our organization we work with 18 plus, but yeah, I mean, so when he turns 18, he can be part of a group. We would
I
start
think she meant like
personally.
for you personally.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. To be very honest, I happy. I mean, I used to feel bad. I used to pity, I don't have friends and all. But I'm glad I meet the right people at the right time. And they help me tide over things, and then they leave. And I'm happy about that. Because then I'm glad that I get people at the right time to help me out. So I may not have this whole 30-year-old friendships and all, but I'm glad that I find the correct people at the correct time who help me tide through things. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm happy. Thank you so much, ma'am. I really appreciate that. I think she left.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think she got
she's here.
disconnected. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. No problem. Thank you. All right.
Yeah, I can connect you and Deepa later. Deepa and me, we have
Oh,
done
okay.
SRV training together. So we've also met your other YCT members
Oh,
over
lovely.
there.
Lovely. Oh, it's a
Yeah.
lovely course. Yeah, nice. Nice. Thank you.
Rishabh says, same Suha. Touchwood, finding and having the right people at the same time.
As I said, I don't necessarily. One more important thing, I don't sustain friendships very easily. They just go away. But I'm glad whatever time that these people have been there in my life, they have added some value. So I'm very happy that things have worked in its own way. So yeah, thank you.
Okay. I think we can
Yeah,
wrap
we
up
can.
the
Yes.
session. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Suha, for
Thank
sharing so
you.
many details. Even
Thank
though we
you.
have been, talking for a while now,
Yeah.
it was glad to know so many things about you.
Thank
It
you.
was really, from a different point perspective, and I'm sure like the parents who joined with us today also could, visualize the future for their kids as well,
Sure.
and the young adults
Sure.
who joined as well. They can also connect with you later if they have any
Sure. Absolutely.
doubts or questions, definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you so much to all the three speakers who joined.
Okay. Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
let them know. I have one question. Will the link be shared?
Yeah, we'll be
Okay.
sharing the link. Yeah,
Perfect.
we'll
Perfect.
upload it on YouTube and we'll be sharing the link. For
Okay.
anybody whose friends or families couldn't join the link today, we'll be uploading the YouTube link and sharing it across the groups where you've gotten the
Thank
registration
you.
link for.
Thank you. Thank you.
Deepa says, thank you for this very valuable session. I did get to learn a lot more, and Srimay says, thank you all.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
for
much,
staying.
everyone.
Thank
I'll
you.
stop the recording now. Yeah.
Yes.